So this is going to be the cabbage turmeric sauerkraut with carrot, caraway seeds, fennel seeds, peppercorn, coriander seeds, and mustard seeds. Basically everything except the kitchen sink. And this one is for Persian Yalda, which has gold par, which is special Persian herb. There it is. GOLPAR. And a little bit of fennel seed, because it kind of tastes similar, gold par and fennel seed. And I'm going to put in the pomegranates. Now this was one head of cabbage. But 1.3 kilos, and I used 3 tablespoons of salt, but not just any salt. You want to get the, definitely not with iodine, sea salt, large grain sea salt. I find it's better than the kosher salt. But most importantly, taste it. Because the first batches I did, I just read ingredients online, and it ended up being too salty. So now I know, I just take a little piece after I add too much, and I taste it. It should taste slightly salty. Yeah, so this has been sitting here for the last 15-20 minutes. Some juices are coming out. I think you can see that. And that's going to be used. I'm going to press it down with my espresso tool into my jar, and then the juices will come to the surface. I'll show you the finished product. So this is the continuation of the sauerkraut, lacto-fermented. I had 2 varieties, and I had a little leftover from each, so I put them together, and I made a kind of a combo. Most importantly, get yourself a press so that when you're putting it in, you put in like half, and then you force it down, and you'll notice, you'll be surprised, it does give off a lot of liquid just by pushing it down, and that's what you want. That prevents the oxygen from creating that kind of pink scum on top. So push it down until you have that liquid over. If you don't have enough liquid like this because you forced it down, just put it back into your bowl, let it sit for another 30 minutes. You might want to add a little pinch of salt, or just let it sit. You'll see more water will come out. So it was sitting for a total of 1 hour in the bowl, and I massaged it a little bit to force the cells of the cabbage to break down and release their water with the help of the salt. And then I put the cabbage leaf on top and a Ziploc bag with water. You can use, I used to use, because I have a crock, but I find that I don't make these big batches. So instead of using a rock wrapped in plastic and over this, I just found that this little trick with the Ziploc bag as a waiter works really well. So cabbage leaf, then your weight. And what else? You can keep it on your countertop. I'm going to put another bag on top of this one, by the way, on a tray, because sometimes it gives off liquid. Especially, I leave mine this much room because it does, and even this one might even drip over a little bit. This one will definitely give off a little liquid over the next few days until the fermentation settles down. But that's why we do it. It's healthy for you. It's full of probiotics and B vitamins. Try also doing kefir. That's also another good probiotic I found. And enjoy the different combinations of spices that you can use. The sky is the limit. In this particular one, I'll have to follow up and tell you how it was. It's the pomegranate cabbage gold par. Gold par is the Iranian spice which tastes like fennel. And then I added a little bit of also ginseng, believe it or not. Ginseng is generally bitter, but we'll see how it turns out with the pomegranate. Should be cool. That's it. Thanks for listening. Okay, hi everyone. This is my 3rd video where I'm going to show you the end result of the lacto-fermented cabbage The first one had turmeric, carrots, caraway seeds, fennel seeds, pepper, coriander seeds, and mustard seeds. I've tried the basic recipe with just a little salt, and I started adding things to make it a little bit more, have more flavor. And then this one was the cabbage with the Persian spice, golpar, fennel seed, ginseng roots, and pomegranate. So the bag I just noticed this morning, I checked it out 2 days ago. The bag was full, but I left it like this, and some of the water went out. So we're at now, I started fermenting this 10 days ago, and I put a leaf of cabbage over it, and it was submerged underneath the water, underneath the brine originally. So I just want to give this a taste. Put it right here. Color is what happened with the pomegranates. The color, I'm realizing now, is not that pretty. It became a little bit gray. I don't know if you can notice, because of the red from the pomegranate. And this was the turmeric. The color on this one is beautiful, nice and yellow. And this one was was the mixture of both of these, because I had leftover and it couldn't fit in, my leftovers couldn't fit in either of these. And I like to leave this much space so that the liquid comes up, and it actually did on day 3, 4, 5. It started coming out a little bit, and I had a little bit of water here, and I just drained it off. But this is after 10 days. We want to see, after 10 days, I like to taste my cabbage to see if it's gotten to that point where it's sour enough for me. And delicious. The turmeric one is very flavorful. Go well with sausages or roast turkey breast. Pomegranate, ginseng, a little sweeter. Actually, the flavors aren't as complex as this one. So going forward, I'll definitely stick with the cabbage, turmeric, carrot, caraway, fennel seed, peppercorn, coriander seed, and mustard seed recipe. This one was more of for Yalda, which is the Persian holiday coming up on December 22nd, 21st actually. And you can still see there's a little bit of fermented gas coming through. So I'm going to cover this one back up, and I'm going to leave it. I have this thing which is great for pressing down evenly. You want to do that, and then I'll just fill up the Ziploc bag again, and it'll hold it and prevent oxygen from going in there. I'll let this one go for another 5 days, 3 to 5 days, because we're on day 10, and ideally with the cabbages I like them at around 2 weeks. So that's the end. I just wanted to share this these different ways of preserving and also bringing some healthy lactobacilli bacteria into your diet. And it also, apparently, they've tested the cabbage and the vitamins that you normally would get from a cabbage compared to a fermented cabbage like this. They're a lot higher in vitamin C and vitamin B. So not only is it enjoyable, it's also healthy for you. So if you have any questions, don't be shy. Leave a comment. Have a good day.